Hey guys, it's your girl Neville Cherry, and welcome back to another video. I hope you guys didn't miss me too much. I hope you guys are having a great morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it may be, whenever you happen to be watching this. I hope it was good. You know the drill. Get you something to write with, and let's talk. I know when we hear self-love, we think, a few face masks, a couple solo dates, a couple movie night solo dates, once a month if we have time. And I'm starting to notice that we're taking the acts of self-care and throwing that in one box and calling it and labeling it self-love. Yes, self-care is important. It should be happening on the regular. You should always be making space and time for yourself, whether that is face mask, teeth whitening day, going to get a mani-pedi. That's still important, but that isn't the whole thing. It gets deeper than that. Self-love is way deeper. Due to labeling it as self-love, we tend to feel really shitty after those solo dates. On that solo movie date, it happened to be a romantic comedy, and then now you in the corner like this, texting your sneakily like, what's up, you up? It still comes with that shitty feeling, like 3 dates with yourself, sitting eating some pizza with yourself doesn't eliminate probably the void that you're feeling and the void that even began you on your self-love journey in the first place. And that's a real thing. Y'all can act and be like, oh no, that's fine. Okay, if we want to pretend, that's okay. But if you're really going through it, you know that going to Target and then go and get some ice cream after doesn't always, solve the problem. It made us feel better for the day and we love that. But tomorrow, we might wake up with a heavy heart, and we just got to be real about that. Again, when I say these things, self-care is important. I promise. It's important. I'm not shitting on self-care and acts of self-love. I think that's beautiful, and I think it's very important to date yourself. Okay. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just cleaning that up. But on this channel, we gonna be real, okay? But going back to that shitty feeling that I was talking about earlier, that's the feeling that we have to fix. That's the feeling that we have to nurture so that we can actually enjoy doing self-care and these solo dates again and doing things by ourselves. Like, it can actually be a good time, because there's a point where it actually gets fun. But to get there, we have to first fix that feeling that something's, a little off in there. And that's okay. Okay, that's okay. We're getting through it. We're working through it. Thank you. Okay, let's not be too hard on ourselves. And that's why today, in this video, I'm gonna tell you how to stop loving yourself for practice. Okay? Write that down. Stop. Hold on, let me get my... Stop loving yourself for practice. Thank you. And you're probably thinking, like, loving myself for practice? Huh? How does one love themselves for practice? Isn't that how we get there? Don't we fake it till we make it? Isn't that the way? Yes. Acts of self-care and self-love activities will get you to that point. Of course, yes. You're not gonna feel it from day one. You're gonna have to push through. You're gonna have to kind of fake it. I don't want you to have to fake it at all, ever. I want you to mean it from beginning to the end, basically, when you're, what I'm saying? Because self-care and self-love is an act that is gonna be a forever thing. The fact that as soon as you acknowledge that I need to get on this journey, I need to evolve, I need to fix this pain. The moment you acknowledged it and you decided to do something about it, you're gonna forever have to deal with it. Don't believe nobody that's like, well, I got in a relationship now, I don't have to do no more self-care. You kind of have to probably do it even 10 times more, because your life is now meshed with someone else's. But going back, when I say practicing, I mean in hopes to get an outcome of getting the perfect husband, getting the perfect job, getting the perfect wife, getting the manyan, getting the biddies, getting the baddies. You know what I'm saying? Because you thinking that, oh, I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna get a husband and wife out of this. I'm gonna take myself on these dates and practice and write myself notes from my husband, from my wife. I get it. You know, manifest how you want to manifest. I get it. I get it. I'm not judging you. I'm not. But instead of doing it from a point of view of like, oh, I'm doing this, you know, I'm writing this love letter to myself and then I'm going to pretend that it's my husband that wrote it to me. No, write it for yourself. Write it for you. Like, take a note, write on a card, put it in your flowers, and give it to yourself. That's not crazy. That's love. But going back again, the train be moving. The train be moving. I gotta catch it. But yes, instead of, you know, doing all of this, then put this responsibility on someone as if it stops when it comes, when the blessing or the manifestation comes. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Come here. That's all you. That is 100, 1,000, trillion% your job. Nobody else's. The person's gonna come, that is not their job to pick up where you left off. It's not. You have to continuously do the work. Like, there's so many people that will get in this love thyself and love yourself, self-love era, then get with someone and then completely lose themselves. Humans are gonna disappoint you. That just comes with us. We are wired that way. We're gonna disappoint. We're not gonna make everybody happy, you know, 24/7. We're not. It's impossible. And if you're trying to achieve that, stop, because you're being a people pleaser. Stop it. You're gonna disappoint. So it is foolish to put a responsibility solely on another person, like, for your happiness. Anyway, we get the point. We get it. So as we know, this is a job. So guess what? Due to this being a continuous thing, it comes with progress. Showing self-love is not something that you just drop when something comes in. That is not how this goes. The same way, if you was to be working out and you stop working out, you're gonna lose all that progress. Okay, you don't just get the abs and that's it. No, I wish. You get the abs and you gotta wake up again and again and again, and you gotta continue to do what you was doing to even get you there in the first place, but better, to help you maintain it even better and to try more things to progress. It's like anything. You stop, you gotta go back. So, and it's okay. There's always, it's okay. We can always start over. There's always a day one. You know, I'm not judging. But I'm just saying, it's not something to drop. It's something to take it as a responsibility. This is your child. It don't matter. This is your child. This is a responsibility to the end. Locked in, twin them. And before we can even begin to love ourselves, or at least gaining that true self-love, is we need to learn what love is to us. Because people tend to love themselves how the world tells them to love themselves. Okay, everybody's strategy doesn't work for everybody. So there's people out there that is loving themselves. Like, somebody could say, well, I went on 6 solo dates and this, that, and that's how it worked. And somebody could be trying those same steps and being frustrated and feel like they're hitting a wall or there's a block somewhere. Like, I'm not doing this right. This is so dumb. But because they're doing it the way Jessica or Anthony did it, doesn't mean it's working for them. So they said 6 solo dates is going to cure it. You're going to be fine, right? But maybe someone over here is like, well, building Legos does that same feeling. But you guys would never know that if you're too busy looking at like a blueprint from everybody else. You need to figure that from yourself. That's why it's called self-love. Because if you don't even know how you like to be loved, someone else is not gonna have no idea and clue either. Because the moment that you love yourself and you know exactly how you need to be loved is a quicker way to instruct someone else how to love you, whether that's a friend, co-worker, family, husband, wife. You can instruct them how to listen, because not everybody is gonna have the same mindset. We all didn't grow up the same. All right, we don't know everything, and people are not mind readers. So you need to explain, this is how I want to be loved. And if they don't want to do it, then that's their business. But you guided the steps for them. So they can't say that you didn't lay out the blueprint for them to learn how to love you properly, because you already know how to love yourself properly. Because off rip, for a relationship, whether co-worker, family, like I said, they're gonna love you either A, how they always knew how to love, or B, how society taught them to love. So whether that's how they grew up, who they was around, what they was watching, society, or what they seeing on the media, they're gonna love how they probably see others love, or whatever they know from past previous relationships. Okay? They're not gonna have the answers to you. And that's why many relationships and friendships and all these things don't work, because two people are not willing to learn, or learn themselves, then give the blueprint to each other. So that's another video. Moving on. Again, so they're gonna come in, they're gonna do either of two things, and then you'll never feel satisfied. You'll never feel satisfied, because that's not how you want to be loved. Because they could be doing the right thing, all the right things, according to society, but it's not according to you. Could be making you happy according to societal standards, doing the flower thing, she giving 2K money, but you still don't feel satisfied because you like to watch movies. You like to go bowling. That's what you like. But you would never be able to teach someone that if you don't figure that out yourself. And because you're not satisfied, and now this is not the relationship that you thought it was, this is not it. You're just not feeling it, which is okay. You're always allowed to leave, and then you'll break up. You'll have to heal from that. And then you'll be downloading that app that you said that you was never going to download anymore and that you was done with, just to start the process all over again. Yeah. And then later on, during that healing, the real healing process, you'll find out that the only reason why y'all even broke up in the first place was because you wanted marigold flowers, but he bought you roses. She bought you 2K and you really wanted the NFL one. You really wanted Fortnite. And this is why, too, let me just bring something up. I know the train is going, catch it. If you with me, you with me. You know what I'm saying? My brain be blah, blah, blah. So just bear with me. But I'm gonna bring this up. Okay, we need to stop looking at social media for our love life. You are so busy looking for the approval of others, how to do this, how living your life vicariously through other people, through celebrities. Okay? Yeah, it's entertaining, but that's not how you really want to be loved. That's not really you. You don't like that type of stuff for real. It's just entertaining, or it's getting clout or whatever. Because you are sitting here, okay, and looking at, and I'm not disrespecting nobody. It is what it is. We have seen it plenty of times. You think love is when some Insta baddies rapper boyfriend fill up the hotel with roses. That's how I would feel loved. I would feel loved that way. But 9 times out of 10, he not there because he's on the road. 9 times out of 10, he's cheating. Those is, I'm sorry, flowers. Y'all need to really recognize that. Sometimes what you're envying, you really don't want. Because sometimes we're looking at the gifts like, oh my gosh, and this is more like Insta baddies. I'm sorry. I'm not hating. I'm just telling the truth. We're looking at Insta baddies and we're looking at them like, oh my God, they got all these gifts. Them's is sorry gifts. This is my new, Gucci bottle that my man gave me. But there's a story behind that bottle. You cried yourself to sleep about that bottle. Was it worth it? And you don't even know that you would get that same feeling that you think they have if you went to an amusement park. If you went on a museum day. If you had a picnic. If somebody just spent time with you. If somebody just talked to you. Ask you how your day was. Oh, it's so cute. She just lit his car on fire. But they laid up, and that's true love. That is not true love. But media is gonna lie to us and tell us that that's normal. Let's stop making it normal. I don't know where this video is going, but I'm betting. I'm letting off. It's not normal. Cheating, not normal. Domestic violence, not normal. All these things that you're trying to, I don't even want to say the third one. All these things are not normal. Don't normalize it, because the more you desensitize people to it, the more it becomes normalized, and where the youngins are going to be like, oh, that's normal. So then what isn't normal was going to be not considered normal is being nice and rare. Like, why? That shouldn't be rare. Being nice, being romantic, being loving, caring about somebody, considering somebody's feelings should not be rare. Let's stop normalizing toxic shit. Sorry, that's it. That's all I have to say. But that's where the real self-love comes into play. You should really set boundaries with yourself. Learn yourself. Be patient with yourself. Love yourself according to how you want to be loved. Stop buying yourself flowers if you don't like flowers. If you like Bath and Body Works, go buy that instead. Okay, show your love in your way. How, like, it's not as crazy as it sounds. Trust me, that will change the whole way you look at the isolation period or the self-love journey. Like, you know, we sometimes, you know, we like to put ourselves in misery when we don't have to. You know, we can actually make the process a little bit more fun. Spend time with yourself the real way, okay? The real way. Love yourself so you can build your standard, okay? There's a bunch of standards out there that we might be looking at and being like, oh, this should be my standard, when we don't like half of the stuff on the list. Make your own list, make your own standard. Like, this is what I deserve out of a friendship, out of a partner, out of people interacting with me. Create your standard, because everybody's gonna just do whatever and see what sticks. Okay, she let me play her like a dummy, I'm gonna keep playing her like a dummy. Whatever you introduce is what's gonna stick. So make sure you introduce on the right foot. That's all I'm gonna say. And to close us out today, self-love is taking full responsibility for our unconditional love. Self-love is not waiting for others to do it. Self-love is not waiting for others to come in and do our job. It's self-discipline. It's having boundaries, spending time with yourself, not for some result, protecting, respecting. It's also being patient with yourself. Just think of yourself as a little kid. Nurture you, love you, feed you. Continuously feed yourself emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, physically, all of it. Stop practicing. Let's do it for real. Okay, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for coming to another video and spending some time with me. I hope I encourage someone to stop faking it, okay? Stop faking the funk, okay? Figure out the things that you truly like so you can stop practicing and love yourself for real. I love you guys so much. And another thing too, don't take too long. We need you. I love you guys. You guys are beautifully, beautifully handcrafted and made by the Most High. And you are divinely, divinely guided and created. I love you guys. I hope everything goes well for you. I'm sending you love and prayers your way. You got this. I am rooting for you. I'm on your side. Okay, I got a big poster for you. Like, woo, you got it. Okay. By the way, go check out my TikTok. I'm gonna leave everything down in the description down below, and subscribe, like, share, you know, for anybody that need to hear it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. God bless.